Fans along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here. This is one of the city's biggest. Opened back in 2020. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. First play and a first throw for Rodgers.
And incomplete to open things up.
You look at this Raiders defense.
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Max behind the line of scrimmage. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. The way in. Touchdown, New York. Allen Lazard, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. There he goes, right side.
How about this? He's to the 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Just Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Cook again. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now Cook running right. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the... Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Rodgers now to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. And Wilson in motion left. A fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle.
Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's Myers again with another catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
From Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Minshew. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense trying to anticipate the call.
2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Now Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Complete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Jacobs again. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Raiders are back within a score. Carlson on for the PAT.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2 yards, good enough for first.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And down inside the 15 he goes.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Open man right side, Myers. Call it no gain there on the first down play.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Minshew. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
To the sideline and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Off play action, it's Minshew. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it with the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Jacobs. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, a good run there. Now 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On play action, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
113 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd down and 1.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Man, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
It's caught by Hooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
There's big Quentin Williams, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
In motion is Austin Hooper.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing on second down now, Minshew. And this is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They stopped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Raiders! Devontae Adams with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Oh, some strong running. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 87 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Max Crosby in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Troy Hill picks it. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the 1st down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Minshew sets to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way.
Or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll set up to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
A nice little juke. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. Hey, 88.
To throw is Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
Rodgers now to throw on 3rd down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Here's Minshew. That's caught left side. Myers with it.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. In motion is Austin Hooper.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right. Field stripe.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Renfro, the motion man. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Renfro, the motion man. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And this one is incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This is 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Rodgers to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw, Rodgers. Right back to Cook for another completion.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Rodgers to throw once more.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
First down, New York.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
Now it's Rodgers. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
Rodgers again now. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And this is caught now for a late. One's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Now 2nd and 3. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late